All right, we're going to talk about Boolean logic in Java. Let's assume that I want to get a cat, and I want a cat that's a male cat neutered, either white or tan, or a female cat neutered, any color but white. Or I'll take any cat you have as long as it's black. Now this criteria for my cat is a complex criteria. I have a number of conditions that I want met, and I've put them together in a certain format with a certain relationship. I want a male cat neutered, so my cat has to be both male and neutered. I will take a male cat that's also neutered that's either white or tan. Or I'll take a female cat that's neutered as long as it's any color but white. Or I'll take any cat you have as long as it's black. I have a number of simple conditions. I want a male cat. I want a neutered cat. I want a cat that's white or tan. But I want all three of those in one cat. A male cat, a neutered cat, either white or tan. So I have these simple conditions that I'm putting together to form a larger, more complex condition. Now, when we approach putting conditions, seeing their relationship, testing them complexly in Java, we're going to use Boolean logic. And it was developed by this fellow, George Boole, an English mathematician of the 1800s. He invented Boolean logic. It's the basis of digital computer logic, and he is therefore considered a founder, or one of the founders, of the field of computer science. Now, when we talk about Boolean logic, we're going to use logical operators. Operators that show a relationship between conditions. And our logical operators are and, or, and not. And you'll see that the or has both an inclusive and exclusive. So we can have an inclusive or an exclusive or. But these are our logical operators, and, or, and not. And they will show a relationship between conditions. Conditions that will be on the right and the left side of these operators. And I can take these operators and form sophisticated tests of conditions. The and condition tests the intersection. That is, if I have two conditions, both must be true in order for my test to evaluate to true. So condition 1 is true, condition 2 is true, it evaluates to true. Condition 1 is true, condition 2 is false, it evaluates to false. Condition 1 is false, condition 2 is true, it evaluates to false. If both conditions are false, it evaluates to false. Both have to be true to evaluate to true. And in Java is symbolized by the double ampersand, and I would write it this way. I am testing both condition 1 and condition 2. If both of them are true, I will evaluate to true. In any other circumstance, it evaluates to false. So if condition 1 is true and condition 2 is true, I will have returned to me true. The or in Java, the inclusive or, is the union. It is one or the other or both. That's our inclusive or. So if I have both conditions true or one of the conditions true, I evaluate to true. If both of the conditions are false, I evaluate to false. In Java, the inclusive or is symbolized by the double pipe, and that's above your backslash on the keyboard. And so I would write my statement to be, is condition 1 true or is condition 2 true? And this is my inclusive or. So if either condition 1 or condition 2 or both are true, I evaluate to true. Otherwise, I evaluate to false. That is, both condition 1 and condition 2 are false. My exclusive or is also the union, but it is one or the other, but not both. So if both conditions are true, I evaluate to false. If both conditions are false, I evaluate to false. If one or the other, but not both, is true, I evaluate to true. In Java, the exclusive or is symbolized by the caret, and that's above the number 6 on your keyboard. And so I would write condition 1 or condition 2. And this is the exclusive or. So I evaluate to true if and only if one or the other, but not both, of these conditions is true. My not inverses a condition. So a condition that is true becomes false, one that's false becomes true. And the not is symbolized by the exclamation point. And I put that exclamation point in front of the condition, and it inverts that condition. Now here I'm getting my cat. I want a male cat neutered, either white or tan, or a female cat neutered, any color but white. Or I'll take any cat you have as long as it's black. So I'll write my Java code for that test, complex test. Starting here, I want a male cat. So here's my first condition. I want a cat that's male. I'll then add that I want a cat that is not only male but also neutered. So I want a cat that is both male and neutered. I then add that I want not just a cat that's male and neutered, but also that is either white or tan. So I have a cat that's male and neutered and white or tan. My third step is that I want a male neutered cat, either white or tan, or a female cat. And so here I have added to my complex test male and neutered and white or tan an or. I'll take a cat that's female. So I have my first test is that a cat must be male and neutered and white or tan. And you note that that's bounded by two parentheses for open and close. Or I'll take a female cat. So I really have two tests here. The test is a cat male and neutered and white or tan, or is it female? First test is complex. Second test, very simple. My next is that I want not only a male cat neutered, either white or tan, or a female cat. A female cat has to also be neutered. So notice that I have added to my test my female must be also neutered. So I have added and neutered. And I've put parentheses before and after, enclosing this that is now a complex test. So now I really have two complex tests. I want my cat to be both male, neutered, and white or tan, or I'll take a cat that's female and neutered. I then add that to my male cat neutered, either white or tan, or a female cat neutered. That cat, female and neutered, must also be any color but white. So I've added to my test of my female neutered cat, it also must be not white. And you note that I've added the and not white within that complex test, the female and neutered cat. My next step is to add that I'll take a male cat neutered, either white or tan, or a female cat neutered, any color but white, or I'll take any cat you have as long as it's black. And so I keep my test of my male neutered and white or tan, or my female and neutered and not white, and I add now the or black. And so this is a third condition. It is a cat that is male neutered, white or tan, or a female neutered, not white cat, or simply a black cat. If any one of these conditions evaluates to true, I evaluate to true in totality. This is my cat Cuddles. I want a male cat neutered, either white or tan, or a female cat neutered, any color but white, or I'll take any cat you have as long as it's black. I've written that this way in Java code. My cat Cuddles is a female neutered cat, and I can see that she's a multicolored cat. Does she fulfill my criteria? Well, the first test is male and neutered and white or tan. Well, she's not male, so she's out on that test. My next test is or female and neutered and not white. Well, she is female, she is neutered, and she's also clearly not white. She fulfills that one. So that test, my cat passes. I evaluate to true in totality. My last test, or black, clearly she doesn't fulfill, but she's already fulfilled. Female and neutered and not white. She passes. She is a cat that fulfills the criteria of I want a male cat neutered, either white or tan, or a female cat neutered, any color but white, or I'll take any cat you have as long as it's black.